Welcome to the real world.
Don't be scared, just be prepared for the worst, for the worst, for the worst.
Yeah, Penny P.
Don't be scared, just be prepared for the worst, for the worst, for the worst.
One time. Yeah.
The first order of business for a propagandist or an advertiser is to create the circumstances that will induce a state of mind that is favorable to the reception of their message. And that state of mind is the hypnotic state of mind, making television extremely important in this whole process of creating a unified mindset among the entire population.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad.
Now, let me go to the next one that you must know some depth on. One of the methods that the elite, folks, are you beginning to understand why I was so startled back in July? One of the things that they're going to use is fear. Now, I know this is off the subject of some of the other things that they give it. F-E-A-R, fear. Okay. The elite wish to instill fear every way possible. It is one of their agendas in order to create the atmosphere that they want. Let me try to explain. Since 9/11, there has not been a single terrorist attack. Now, come on. Think about it. Not a single terrorist attack since 9/11, yet you have been instilled with fear in such a manner that you are scared to death. That the cameras watching you everywhere. Black helicopters there and gone. And everywhere. You're scared to death.
That is the whole point of programming, whether it be by an advertiser or a propagandist. There's really no difference between the two. One's selling products, the other is selling ideas. The whole point is to build into us a conditioned response where we will respond automatically without thinking, with a preference for a particular idea or preference for a particular product. If you think about it, whenever you hear news broadcasters speak, you realize that their speech pattern is similar to the patterned speech of a hypnotist. The news broadcaster looks directly into the camera and into the eyes of the viewer, another hypnotic technique.
Terror experts are working around the clock to head off any new attempt to attack America, and they're concerned that in the not-so-distant future, terrorists could easily blend in with the U.S. population. Bob Orr now on Al-Qaeda's latest tactics.
U.S. officials are increasingly worried that the next attack on America could be carried out by Americans trained in terror.
Report that will be released here in Washington tomorrow. It concludes that homegrown terrorism is on the rise in this country, and one of the most significant contributing factors remains the internet.
But my question for you is this, real quick, Rob. I heard that on the 17th of this month, George passed an executive order that says you can, if you protest the Iraqi war, you can have your assets.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry to cut you off. Balloon Town, Connecticut.
No regard for life, no chance for yours. Lies and more tax dollars, financing wars. While you partying, ignoring the news, they sign laws. Deceptively forming methods to keep you behind bars. Who rules the planet, the people, who's over them? The president. Long before 9/11's nationwide fraud, America had been the master of the inside job. Anytime there was a tragedy, their face was in the picture. When the Rothschild family was breaking bread with Hitler, and all they ever did was enslave you and pillage you. Stop honoring